Well, Jean, as MC, you thought you were in charge of this whole thing, didn't you?
Well, yes.
Yes, she did. I also want to introduce Gary Lane, her husband, is here unofficially as the photographer, right? You bought that one, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
Educators and community leaders across the state know Jean Lane certainly as a superintendent, but more importantly, as an advocate for the very best education for all children. Those who have worked with Jean will tell you that her first priority has always been students, and that her belief that all things are possible has created a vibrant environment where students have excelled. Here's the bio. Jean attended Newport High School in Newport, Washington, and after receiving her degree from Eastern Washington, returned to that same town as an elementary teacher. Jean then accepted a teaching position in Kennewick, returned to Newport one more time just to check it out, and then found herself in the slightly larger town of Dayton, working as director and instructor of gifted education. In 1992, after earning her master's degree from WSU, Jean began working for the Richland School District as principal at Marcus Whitman Elementary. 6 years later, she became Richland's executive director of elementary education, followed by assistant superintendent, deputy superintendent, and then a superintendent. During that time, she also earned her PhD from WSU. All in all, an exceptional 36-year career in service to students and public education. A teacher for Richland School District fondly recalls her first meeting with Jane when she personally stopped by her 5th grade classroom. Teacher Deborah Madison's words represent a sentiment shared by colleagues throughout the district. Here's what she said. Jean Lane has been an encourager, a force of positive energy, a supporter of kids by being a by word and deed supporter of teachers. Under her leadership, and way before it was the popular thing to do, Jean invited a diverse group of teachers from all schools and grade levels to meet regularly and purposefully with her to recognize and discuss our common goals and determine the most effective ways to achieve them. She saw and spoke of a bright future for our children, and because she showed a genuine interest in the ideas and hopes and challenges and struggles and successes for those on the front lines, those in the trenches, the teachers, she provided us with a united sense of purpose. Her attitude and words encouraged us to keep our sights on that bright light ahead, the future. She was always beside us, working with us, refining our focus. That's a tribute. I feel very fortunate to have had the opportunity to work with Jean closely over the last few years. We have tackled some tough issues, some that many thought we'd never be able to overcome, but we did. Why? Largely because Jean just wouldn't give up. She met each challenge with persistence, tenacity, energy, commitment, knowledge, belief, and humor. And boy, did we need to laugh a little to get through it all. However, her work is clearly not defined by one single instance, but instead by tackling the challenges she faced, reaching the goals she set, and supporting the coworkers for whom she cared so much. Arthur Ashe once said, "From what we get, we can make a living. What we give, however, makes a life." It is evident to me that through her giving, Jean has and will continue to have a very rich life. Jean is a friend to many and the epitome of an educational leader to all. I am honored to present Jean Lane, my collaborator and amiga, this well-deserved Special Achievement Award, which I don't have.
How did you hide this? Thank you. Oh, and I thought I was clever. Thank you so much. Okay, where am I? All right. Now a really special closing for us. We've worked with the Lockheed Martin Company to create a DVD that will go to each award winner. And you get to enjoy it with us now. And then each person will receive a copy of this a very fitting closing to tribute to everyone here who makes a difference.